Yes, this is Ted Kennedy, and you're listening to two golf pros who occasionally find themselves at the top of the leaderboard until they sober up and climb down. It's Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy on ESPN Radio 1280 AM, the Central Coast Sports Leader.
Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. So Billy bobbing his neck to that one.
Very superstitious, man.
Very superstitious.
Nice choice of song.
Got to thank a couple other partners before we round out the show here. Chris Rigby with thepatronscaddy.com. If you guys are looking to book that 2018 Masters trip, you got to do it now. Chris is going to join us on the show next week to update what he's got going on. For 14 years, they've helped golf enthusiasts create an unforgettable memory by providing a totally turnkey Masters experience. Visit thepatronscaddy.com today to book the 2018 trip. And also Premier Irish Golf Tours. You guys looking to take a bucket list trip across the pond? Check out Premier Irish Golf Tours. Call them here in the United States. 508-328-7541. 5-star rating on the golf courses and facilities. Helicopter tours, whiskey tours, you name it, mixed with golf. You can't go wrong. It's PremierIrishGolfTours.com.
Nicely done. Now, do I share the worst and most just gory thing that I've ever witnessed?
How about
Or do we just go to the 13 common superstitions? You have the top 7 on your...
Yeah, share the gory story.
Even though it
2-minute version.
I'll do it real fast. I was
2-minute
working at Altadena Golf Course, and I was a gentleman who lived, his kids were in my junior program, and I went over to his house one evening. He lived right near the golf course, and he was cutting down a shaft for his kid to make a putter for him, a little putter shaft. And he was on his front porch, and he had one of those little hand pipe cutters, that cuts pipe. And he went to break it off by hitting it on the rail of his front porch, and the piece flew back up immediately and stuck into his eyeball. I heard him scream. I was sitting there, and I looked up at him, and he grabbed the shaft and pulled, and it popped his eye out like a fish coming up from the deep, and it pulled, and it really was gross. And I've never heard
You okay over there, Nicky?
I knew immediately because it didn't. It just pulled his eye right up, so it was a bubble coming out. And we lived
there. You right over there, Mike?
No, I'm not now.
He lived in Pasadena is the Huntington Memorial, I think it's called, and so we wrapped him in a towel. I wrapped him in a towel and a wet towel kind of around his head.
Did you take his eye with him?
The eyes came with him. He did lose his eye, and he had to get a glass eye. But it was the grossest thing. It was weird because it happened so fast, and I knew immediately he wasn't sure what the hell was happening, because it was just scared the heck out of him. And it was automatic reflex to pull it, and it popped it out. So I drove to the hospital, and they rushed him in, and he ended up losing his eye. So
the moral to that story is take your clubs to Dave at Slick Sticks.
Isn't there a saying that I turn a blind eye to?
The eyes have it, man. So we called him Patch for a while because he had a patch for the next time I saw him, he had a patch. But to my knowledge, he got a glass eye since then. But he had a patch in just a cavern.
Oh, my goodness.
So yeah, there's more of that, man. Don't do your own club repair.
Yeah, don't do your own club repair.
Or don't bang it against the rail. I mean, it was really kind of weird and gross, but it was more gory than that. But you told me to clean it up a little bit.
I can't even.
It was more gory than that?
Well, it was.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's cleaned up?
That's
the cleaned up version, believe me.
Gosh.
That is way
okay, I
cleaned
can't
up.
hear any more than that.
It's because the kids were there and it was just awful. So, but anyways, that's
a good one to end on.
Good one to end on.
It's awesome to have you back, Mr. Gibbs.
Yeah, we're really happy to see you.
You did very well, buddy.
I made it. I'm going to go home and kick it. And thank you for that. I mean, I get a shot. I got to call my shuttle.
There you go. We want to remind you guys, go out to Sea Pines Golf Resort today, 2 o'clock. Our friends of ours, Doug Rosehart and his band, JD Project. Call Sea Pines 528-5252. Keep it on course. See you next weekend.